Mm, 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 mm. Are we live? Oh shit, we're live. Hi guys. Don't judge me. I'm eating a cupcake. I needed a cupcake. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get everything in order for y'all. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Vixen After Dark. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped and turned on. I'm your host, Tisha. If you guys haven't already joined the fam, please make sure you go ahead and smash the subscribe button, click the bell right next to it. That way you guys are notified every time I go live. So, man, y'all, we got the moon has moved in Taurus. You guys, that's 6 planets in Taurus right now. I'm about to get into it too. So, sorry, hold on. I'm a little, I'm like trying to boost my energy with sugar. My meditation had me on. I was in a whole nother spaceship. And all this grounded energy. Okay, I'm live. All right, y'all. So if you guys are new here, I do timestamps. All right, so I'm gonna break everything down as far as having the moon in Taurus. I'm also gonna talk about the 6 planets energy, like all together. North Node, Jupiter, Uranus, Mercury, the sun, and the moon. All of it in Taurus. I'm gonna bring that up as well. You know, how we should take action as far as also our emotions, relationships, you know, the self, all of that. I'm gonna break that down for you guys and talk about this big old cluster. I'm gonna bring up a couple of aspects here that need to be talked about, and then also I might do a spread. I didn't get to do one yesterday for you guys, so I felt really bad because, you know, the Lakers were on. I wanted to watch the first game. I don't want to hear. I know they lost. Anyways, it's all good. We'll get the next one. So, yeah, so let's go ahead and dive in, you guys. I do have the charts pulled up already, of course, because I had to, you know, finesse all of this energy here. Because it's pretty much a powerhouse, a concentration on all this Taurian energy, this bull energy. And so now when the moon has shifted, this is how you're going to be, this is how you want to react and respond to every type of situation in your life right now, especially with all these planets. Okay? Because Taurus is having a whole lot of fun right now. Let me finish this last bite. Hold on. Taurus is having too much fun at the fair, eating all the cotton candy. And doing all the things it wants to do. So, you guys don't forget to like the video. It helps the video circulate and percolate as well. So, we all know, hold on. So let's talk about it. Moon in Taurus. All right. Hi guys, I'm here. So we all know that the moon is in Taurus. Taurus is a fixed sign. Okay, so you guys know. Taurus actually rules the 2nd house. All right. Excuse me. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Ouch! All right, so moon in Taurus. Let's get it started. So we all know Taurus is a fixed energy. It's an earth sign. Its ruling planet is Venus, right? Who's this guy by my car? Hold on. Who is this guy? Sorry guys, distractions, right? Anyways, so the moon is exalted here, pretty much. But that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It's just, it's out having fun because the moon, where it's at home, is in Cancer. So it's not at home right now. So it's having a grand old time. I said, like, at the fair, eating cotton candy and doing whatever the hell it wants to do all in these few days, right? Because we're also going to have the new moon on Friday, which I'll talk about that on that actual day. I don't want to do the whole new moon energy, but just know it's coming. I feel like Friday is going to be colossal, okay? So anyways, so it's going to try and do everything and anything before it gets home to Cancer. Who is this guy? I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. I don't like when people come into my driveway. Bombastic side eye. Okay, that's done. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I'm here. So with 6 planets in Taurus, this is going to create a definite powerhouse concentrating on all of this Taurian energy, bull energy, okay, within the collective, you guys. So I was just pulling up, I was trying to finish up all the aspects. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go live and do it live. So let's see here. Move this. I'm going to enlarge it a little bit. So, you know, we all know Taurus has been focusing on our stability, focusing on our foundation, focusing on things that are practical, things that actually make sense, especially within the age of Aquarius, where we're operating in our left brain where things are making sense, versus when everything was in Pisces before we were basing everything off of emotion, right? So everything, we want to do everything that kind of makes sense to us right now to build whatever we value. You know, Taurus is ruled by Venus. So, such as our security, our comfort, and material abundance that we want to bring in. I just did a video on Jupiter and Taurus, so go watch that video I did yesterday. Right? It was yesterday. I can't even keep up now. So, how you want to respond, because the moon is all about how you react and respond right now. Anytime the moon moves in a different zodiac sign, that is the energy you want to play. I can't stress that enough. This is how you play with the not play with the energy, but this is how you use the energy to your advantage. Okay? So we want to respond in the Taurian way, which I'm pretty sure we won't have a problem with doing that, but hey, I'm going to talk about the few that probably can't. Or have struggled with doing that. Okay. So we all want to respond in a Taurian way, you guys, where we're stable, we're grounded. It's like kind of having like your boots strapped up and you got all your headgear, you got your watches, and you know, you just real calm, cool, and collective kind of an energy. That's how you want to respond to everything. That's Taurus energy, right? Taurus is also very quiet. They're more observant, especially no matter if somebody's like, yelling at them, cussing them out, all the negative energy, right? You want to respond in a Taurian manner. You want to have it all together, even though maybe inside you want to fucking cry and punch a bitch, but you can't do that, right? So you have to make sure that you are in this stable, calm earth energy, when you react and respond to everything that's going on, okay? Now, the people that probably are going to, like, the worst at this right now are Aquariuses. The reason being is because Aquarius is going to feel low-key restricted right now and a little bit limited as far as their desires, or, they feel like they can't feel free in some form or fashion. They can't experiment the way that they want to. So, they might be doing way too goddamn much right now or talking too much. As far as Scorpio, they might be suppressed too, because Scorpio is very intense. They like to be super intense with their emotions, and it's kind of like they're gonna feel emotionally detached. They'll feel kind of aloof or lost in a sense. Like nobody wants to go so deep to stars, moons, and quasars right now. We're all trying to stay grounded. So Scorpio's also gonna feel it too, to where they just, they're not gonna be able to feel fulfilled like they're gonna have that feeling. Okay, so they might be all in their feelers right now. So check on your Aquarius, Scorpios, and Leos too. Leos, when the moon is in Taurus, Taurus is more, like I said, laid back, kind of in the cut, kind of in energy, just sitting there and observing everything, while Leo wants to have all the goddamn attention and be front center stage right now. So Leo can't do that. Lack of attention, not being recognized with shit that they got going on. So they're going to be kind of in a rut when the moon is in Taurus. So those three signs are probably going to feel more on the negative side of it. But you got to learn how to alchemize the energy, and that's why I'm here. Ta-da! So as long as you know that, now you know not to if you're Aquarius, not to talk too goddamn much because you feel restricted. Just kind of like work on yourself right now. Scorpio, you know that people aren't going to entertain the types of conversations and go deep right now at this time. They're going to be more surface level, grounded kind of an energy, not up here in the 6th, 7th, 12th dimension. They're going to be down here in 3D. You know, Leos, you know, you're going to have to just kind of sit back and watch it, you know, this time. Let somebody else have the shine for a second, you know what I mean? And give them praise and recognition, you know what I'm saying? That way it can bounce back on you, because everything's like a boomerang effect. Whatever energy you dish out, you're going to get it back. All right? So anyways, so as far as us taking, if you are taking any type of action when the moon is in Taurus right now, like if you're at work or you run a business and things of that nature, so you know, if you're working on a long-term project or you have some type of goals, the way you do this when the moon is in Taurus is you want to do everything in a grounded motion. This is where you have a certain pace. You don't want to rush anything. You want to take your goddamn time. You want to focus on each task that you have to do on your list, whether you're at work or whether you're at home, whatever it is that you got going on, and practice patience. This is the time with 6 planets in Taurus to practice patience. So if you're a person that's always like, calm down, breathe, have several motherfucking seats. All right, period. So that's pretty much where we're at. So, you know, also too, I feel like this energy's, this is where you're going to really catch someone where their mask is gone. They're not going to be able to sway you. In this case, with all these planets in Taurus, you're not going to be easily swayed by what people say or what they tell you to do. It's like somebody's trying to manipulate your energy. You're trying to manipulate you to do something that they want you to do. You're going to see right through it with all this grounded earth energy. Okay. You're going to be like, you know what? I'm just going to stick to what I got going on here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to do my little jam over here. Y'all can just go and, you know, y'all do that. I'll catch y'all next time. All right, peace. Like, that's the energy. Like, that's where you want to go. That way you can get things done and be consistent and steadily work on something and accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish for yourself. Whether it's like, okay, I got to do this by 5 so I can clock out and get done. I want to get done with it. No more lollygagging in the hallway talking to Tom, Dick, and Harry about the game from yesterday. You know what I'm saying? You got to get shit done so you can clock out and go home. You know, like if you are, you know, at home or talking to friends and all that stuff, nope, you know you have stuff you got to get done by the end of Friday. You're like, you know what, guys, I'm going to have drinks with y'all on Saturday instead because I got a lot of stuff that I got to take care of right now, so I'll catch y'all on Saturday. You know, that's the energy. Especially if you're a person that has goals and things that you want to obtain for yourself and you're building your stability and foundation at this time, you're really going to be focused on the things that you want to carry out. And you're going to be, that's that energy of thinking things through, Mercury and Taurus, right? So you see how all this is playing out together? I'll break everything down separately, but I'll put it together at the same token. So, you know, you want to be very deliberate with your actions in this case, in your endeavors. As far as emotions, right? Because the moon kind of low-key rules our emotions, or high-key. So let's say, for example, you know, moon and Taurus, okay? This is how you play the energy, okay? If you're a person that is going through a challenging emotional situation right now at this time, you know, such as like a breakup or a riff or a tiff between a friend or getting to know somebody or, you know, a coworker or family member or whoever, or what's going on, it's like kind of shaky and you're walking on eggshells right now at this time. So you can use Taurian energy, which is being calm, being sensual, being like the smooth operator, like acting like nothing is phasing you, even though you want to punch somebody or you want to scream and yell or cry. You know what I'm saying? You got to be like, don't show your hand. All these planets, 6 planets in Taurus never shows who they are. If you have a Taurus friend, it takes them hella long to even, you know what I'm saying, you know, tell them, butterfly. it takes them hella long for them to be vulnerable with you and tell their business to you. It takes a long time for a Taurus to do that. They got to really trust you. And then once they trust you and they're loyal to you, then they can open up and you'll know everything that's going on with them. And they'll talk about you when they broke, when they sad, when they break up, when they mad, they unhappy. That's when they love your ass if you know a Taurus's business. But on the other token of that, you want to play smooth operator, right? That's the name of the game right now. Smooth operator. Don't show your hand. Hey, what's up, Steve? That's me, Mr. Smooth. I'm a regular polished man. See? Exactly. Polished, boom. Ruled by Venus, right? So that's the aesthetic and the beauty of it all, because Taurus is ruled by Venus. So it's like you're even looking the part as well. Maybe with your facial expressions, your body language, things of that nature. Because you can tell real fast, I can read, people's body language. The way, their arms crossed or their body is looking this way. Or you can kind of tell somebody's energy. But if you pay attention to your body and your mind and soul and what's going on with you in that instance where someone wants to break up with you or yell at you or tell you did something wrong, or you're just not feeling it, whatever it is, bombastic side eyes, what I want to call it. Find comfort within yourself, go to your happy place and just don't show it. Just be like, you know what I'm saying? Just be very observant of the energy right now. That's how you can rock with this and make it work for you. Okay? That's acting out in a Taurian way. So, find simple pleasures in doing things, to get your mind off of the drama. Spend some time out in nature, earth energy. You could do comforting activities. For me, I like cooking, taking a walk, riding my bike, whatever it is for you. We all need outlets right now with this energy going on. And I'll talk about the aspects later, because we got a couple of squares here too with the moon. So, you got to find emotional stability right now within yourself. Do not show your hand, period. That way you can learn how to navigate through any type of situation that you come through, and you're going to come out like, whoo, I got through that. They had me for a minute, but I always say, somebody that ain't paying my bills, they can get me mad and riled up, and they can go somewhere else with that confusion type of an energy. Okay, I'm cool off that. And be resilient, right? And find a sense of security within your goddamn self, okay? You don't need validation from anybody else anyways. So why do you care, right? Don't care. Okay, as far as your relationships, if let's say, for example, because Taurus energy, they like to feel stable, they like to feel loved, and they like to feel secure within anything they have going on. So if you're not bringing any of that to the table within a connection that you have with someone, as far as whatever ship you're sailing, this could be a love relationship, a partnership, a business ship, a situationship, you're married, whatever it is, best friendship, whatever it is. If there's no solid foundation and things are kind of rocky right now, you might be hesitant to to even talk to them, to even engage with them, to, you might rethink the connection of who you're talking to as far as getting to know if you're single or if you're in a relationship right now. You're like, why am I the only person bringing home the bacon? What do you have going on? It's all going to be highlighted with these 6 planets in Taurus right now. Okay, so you have to really understand that. If you feel uncertain or unstable in a situation, Taurian energy will move away from that. Like with no hesitation, okay? Excuse me. So enjoy finding, if there is a riff or a tiff, have that communication, Mercury and Taurus, where it's calm, cool, relaxed, write out your thoughts, your feelings, and everything of that nature, and make sure that you have all your points, bring it to the forefront of exactly how you feel. It should be a smooth ride, now depending on who you're talking to, but this is where you can come together and be like, oh, okay, I just, because communication is key. So, I thought you didn't want to go to the game. So I asked Shirley to go and said, you didn't seem too fun after you got off work, you were in a bad attitude, but that's you assuming, right? But you're letting them know you assumed what they were feeling, so you went ahead and did X, Y, and Z. So this is where you can kind of guys come together and bring comfort within your relationship and just talk about it right then and there and get it and nip it in the bud, so you know what to do for next time. So you want to create comfortable circumstances for yourself and nurture your environment, nurture the people. Like if you got to work in close quarters with people make sure, you know, you got that poker face on. You're playing the role. You're a chameleon now. You're calm, cool, collected, but you still heard what they said and you know how they move now. So now you know how to mess with them now later on when you get back to work tomorrow, or in your love relationship, or your best friend, or the person you're getting to know, or, you know, now you know how to move with the energy. And so now you're creating a comfortable space for you because you know what's up, and that's all you need to know. Not everything needs a reaction, Taurian energy. Okay, so, you know, you got to just make sure your emotional needs are met, and be kind and just be still supportive, and, you know, show a good face. That's how you act out of love. You know what I'm saying? That's how you bring up that love frequency. You know what? You could probably think in your head, yeah, this person just needs to do a little bit of shadow work. They need some healing. But it's not my assignment, so I'm going to go left. Taurian energy. You peeped it. You didn't need to put them down. You acted out of love. You were still kind, and maybe even gave them a teaching point. You know what I'm saying? You might have been like, yeah, I don't like the way that made me feel. You know, I didn't feel supported. I felt like you just kind of left me in the dark. You know, talking about it. Mercury and Taurus, calm, cool, collective energy, Mr. Smooth Operator. Boom. You see how this rolls out? You see how this works? This is how you play with the energy, y'all, okay? Now, as far as yourself, and the moon is in Taurus, this energy is going to allow you to really work on your self-development, okay? Knowing what you're worth. Okay, knowing your value, all right? Knowing what you deserve, okay? So we're really gonna have a spotlight on that. You're gonna be like, you know what? Like if you come across somebody, you're on the phone, you're like, I don't deserve to get talked like this. So what's the Taurian energy? How are you gonna respond to it? Instead of yelling and shouting, Tauruses are cool, calm, and collected, right? Mr. Smooth Operator is gonna be on the phone and be like, you know what? I'm not feeling too well, or, you know, I got a phone call I gotta take, and just smoothly exit stage left. Okay, so think of ways to not create more fucked up circumstances later on for yourself and get out of it in a smooth way. But you peep game. You see how that works, right? So as far as yourself, you have to really prioritize your emotions, okay? Because if you were acting out beforehand, you know, because after this, the moon is going to be in Gemini, y'all. So then that's like airheaded kind of an energy where it's like you're going to be like, ooh, you might be confused with your thoughts and the way that you think and the way that you speak to people. You might not be able to get it out. You might not be. I'm not saying for all, but figure everything out now. Have a strong sense of comfort and happiness within yourself right now at this time. Do mindful practices, exercises, yoga, meditation, rituals, whatever the hell you need to do to bring yourself back here, home, okay, to where you feel good. Treat yourself real good. Today's even a Mercury day. We have Mercury in Taurus too. So talk to yourself nice. Talk to me nice, okay? How you piss off Lady Gaga? Poker face. You're so funny, Steve. So this, you know, like I said, indulge in, like, you know, do spa treatments for yourself, you know, grounding activities. Think of those. Go get a pedicure, manicures, you know, relax yourself. Go by a lake of water or whatever it is for you. You know, I'm just trying to throw ideas out there. That way you can kind of help yourself and reflect on the things that you want to achieve right now at this time, okay? That we can work towards your growing. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be projecting. We want to grow. We want to evolve. We want to get out of those old toxic patterns and behaviors, Uranus and Taurus, so that you can start this new chapter of life, so that you can go forward, so that you can remove the BS that's in your life right now. You know, bullshit, people, places, and things. So you can go to a higher quarter within your life. That's what we're all trying to do, right? Aren't you trying to do that? But not all. I know some people are out here just to destroy and destruct. There are some energies like that, but if you watch my channel, you probably not. So you want to make sense of everything, right? So together with this cluster of Taurian energy, focus on your own stability. Be very practical with your goals. Don't make something out of reach or out of touch that you feel like you can't obtain, because then you're going to create fear and anxiety for your goddamn self, and you're going to put your own self in the straitjacket. So you don't want to do that. So make sure that you are doing things to where you can receive the material abundance, all planets in Taurus, to receive the wealth, okay? All planets in Taurus. So you see where I'm going with this here? Create, you know, establish your own foundation for yourself, okay? You might lose relationships in the midst of all of this. You might lose friendships, okay? But as long as you're sane, you know, in your mind and you got things going for you, sometimes, you, like I said, the elevator up, you might have to drop some people off. It's sad but true, whether they're a family member, a relationship, a friendship that you've known for years, whatever it is for you. You know what I'm saying? You might have to just exit, okay? Because this presence of Uranus is in Taurus for a while is a definite need for change. So look where you have Taurus in your houses. This is what's going to be highlighted. Wherever you have Taurus, I'm going to do that on Moon and Taurus. I'll do that on the new moon video on Friday, but look to where your houses is where you have Taurus at, okay? So that'll tell you what's highlighted for you, okay? What to kind of work on. That's what's really going to be highlighted, because, you know, all houses have, all the energy moves towards the houses, so look where you have Taurus. So with this Uranus energy, you have to be open for change, okay? Because there might be some things that you may need to change in a certain house. You might have to switch it up a little bit. You have to remove old patterns and behaviors, people, places, and things in order to create this new life that you want to live, okay? And especially we have Jupiter in Taurus and the North Node. This is going to offer those opportunities for you to grow. You just have to see them. This is going to offer you the, you know, Jupiter is all about expansion. So this is going to offer you the energy to, if you already have something going on, to expand on that, okay? Now, while the sun is in Taurus, this is all about how we identify as ourselves, right? With that sun energy, the vitality that we receive. Ooh, look up your gene, the vitality key. Anyways, sorry. So the way we express ourselves is going to be really important, okay? Knowing our worth, our personal values, and things of that nature is going to really put an emphasis on that. It's all about the name of the game, guys. It's all about stability and building your foundation. All this earth energy. You can really set yourself up real nice if you're not distracted. That's on 1, 2, 3. If you're not distracted by, you know, things that don't matter, toxic shit. You know what I'm saying? You might be engaging in toxic activities. Sometimes the toxicity does help us when you want to escape certain situations, especially like if you're at work or, you know, you're around a whole bunch of people, and you got to deal with it. You can't help it. But, you know, this is the name of the game. If you have goals and things that you want to obtain, things that you want to achieve, you can really set yourself up smooth for years to come, okay? With the Mercury and Taurus energy, this is, you know, us conversing with people, places, and things that are of a higher stature. Like, say, for example, you want to learn something from somebody. You're not going to learn from somebody that's always, you know, pessimistic Polly over here or negative Nancy. You got to go into rooms where you are a student. Always stay a student and learn something. Mercury and Taurus, you know, people that are thinking about how they want to approach certain situations in their life. Like, okay, I want to make sure my house is sustainable. I'm going to go get solar panels. Hey, Bob, did you get those solar panels? How much do they cost? You know, is it like you're going to be asking questions like that? Hey, Sally, I want to learn how to garden today. You know, can you pencil me in on Friday? I need to know all about, I got these tomatoes I want to garden. I got these seeds I want to put in the ground, and you're the perfect person. I love your garden. Can you help me out? These are the conversations, Mercury and Taurus, okay? Anybody that has any type of solution, any type of, you know, people that can actually make decisions. If you're like this Libra energy who's indecisive, you know, you want to rock with earth energies that actually can keep you grounded in thinking of those things. Mercury and Taurus, right? So it's really putting an emphasis on that. You know, do you have people that you can rely on and speak to about certain things? Do you trust them with your next plans, your next move, so that you can get another perspective, or y'all can come together and create some new ideas? You know, you guys might collab on some things and collaborate on, you know, building I don't know, an app on the phone, or you know what I'm saying, or creating something together. Y'all might be so geeked out and excited, like, yeah, we're gonna do it big. Da, da, da. Those are the conversations that you want to have, period. Am I your only fan? Yeah, so act dumb, right, Steve? Law 21, okay? Be dumber, to catch a sucker, you gotta play a sucker. Be dumber than your mark. Taurian energy. You can act like, all these people that, maybe you come across some people that sleep on you, they think you don't know something, they think you ain't got it like that, whatever the situation is, let them sleep. Let them sleep on you. Just know that you see that. You see right through that. And you don't have to prove who you are to anybody. Some people might see you and act like they don't. You don't have to prove shit. Just play dumb. All right, cool. You think I don't know this? You think I don't know that? And then boom, bam, pow. Here comes later on. We got that Pluto and Aquarius energy. And when it goes into Capricorn, bam, you set yourself up real nice. And looking at you like, how did you do that? You got all this money coming in. You traveling. You doing X, Y, and Z. You set yourself up real nice while they was playing around with all this energy and not putting anything towards their stability in their foundation. Okay, but they were watching you now. You're doing it, but they thought you couldn't, right? So that's that energy. So Jupiter and Taurus, it's all about growing and expanding and being very abundant with the energy that we have. So this is where we have those opportunities to grow. This is where you kind of can learn, okay, maybe there's some skill sets that maybe you need to brush up and, brush the dust off and bring them back to life. They were hobbies, but you actually are very passionate about it. Like maybe if you like to paint or draw, people might be wanting to buy your paintings or drawings. You might create some cool ass light codes or sigils people want to hang up in their house, so they can feel grounded or something. I don't know. Maybe some incense or candles that you created. Who knows? It's like whatever it was, you can turn it into something, and expand on it. Jupiter and Taurus. So this is really good for material success. If you really a person that really ain't got nothing going on, figure it out. Figure out where Jupiter is in your house too. That's important. Figure out where Jupiter is located. This is the energy to where we're supposed to be in a positive, optimistic kind of an energy, and Uranus adding to that, doing things in a way that, what do you call it? What's the word? It's like unpredictable. It's outside the box. This is where a lot of inventions are created in this energy. Later, watch, I bet you come new moon, they're going to announce they invented something, or, like, we got a new digital coin, or we got a new app. Look at this new AI app that allows you to, you know what I'm saying? This is the energy. So instead, you got to play them at their own game. So you should be behind the scenes doing that, getting creative. I'll talk about the aspects later because I've seen an aspect later that will help with that. I think the North Node. So focus on your personal values, your morals, beliefs, and principles, and things of that nature. That way you can set yourself up real nice. Uranus and Taurus, what I was saying earlier. Uranus likes to disrupt what's going on. You got to remember that. So, it's going to be challenges when Uranus is out chilling. And it's in Taurus right now. It's pushing for you to shift. This week is a huge shifting week, okay? Many of us can have breakthroughs in this energy. You could even just break through with, I don't know, some knowledge that you retain. You've been reading this goddamn book. You're on your third time reading it, and you finally got the goddamn message. Breakthrough. Like, you finally have clientele in your business, or something within you that you unlocked. It's like unlocking the magic and the superpowers that you hold. It's whatever, it's just breakthrough energy. I don't know how else to explain it. And it's going towards stability, finances, and the things that you value. So what do you value in life? Do you just want to be, Susie, home cube, peacemaker, baking cupcakes and, outside and just with your lovely cats and just be in the sun and gardening and doing your art and, like whatever it is, like maybe you'll set yourself up nice and people will know that and let people know how you're living, and all of a sudden like, hey, can you teach me that? And then boom, you can even create a business off of that. You didn't even mean to, but you could. It's that kind of an energy. You can really play with it like that in a sense, so unexpected changes just by being open-minded, open to change, and changing your perspective. Okay. Now, another token of that with this North Node in Taurus, you might be meeting new faces and going new places, meeting new people. But in the midst of that, you have to also be careful of the people that you're meeting and the people that you're rubbing elbows and shoulders with too, because you want to make sure that these people are of value and they're going to put something on the table and not take from your table. Not the person that's like, oh yeah, putting the snacks in the purse, like, you don't want someone like that, esoteric vampire. Okay, sucking up everything that you got, all the fruits of labor that you put out. There's gonna be people that are like that. Okay, because they're gonna see your light and they're gonna see you shining in your North Node in Taurus, right? So this is all about going towards that direction. Okay, you want to make sure that the people that you have around you were with you when you were sitting in the bus. Okay, the whole way, all the way up until you got in the goddamn limo. Those are the people that you want to rock with. Now, you still be careful because they might turn. You might have to do a bombastic side eye because they might be jealous or envious of you. Why? Because they didn't utilize this energy to get to where they needed to go. And so they're feeding off of you. And once you cut off that lifeline, you know what I'm saying? So you got to be real choosy. Even if the people that you might have a one-night stand with somebody when you was in a whole other state, traveling, having fun and doing whatever and expanding your horizons and shit like that, Jupiter and Taurus. And you were all, having a field day, North Node and Taurus. You've never been there before. You experiencing stuff. You had this nice, sexy lady come to your hotel room, had a one-night stand. Little did you know, here goes a week later, your credit card's gone. She spent 3 racks. You got to be careful, right now with this energy, all of these innovative outbursts and disruptions and shifts and breakthroughs and all the things, you also still, there's always a dark to the light, okay? But still staying optimistic energy, but I'm just giving you the real. I'm keeping it a whole buck. That's going to happen, okay? People are going to try and dim your light. They're going to take what you got going on because they couldn't do it for themselves. Lazy-ass spirits. So you got to pay attention, okay? So you got to really embrace the North Node is in Taurus. You have to really embrace all the qualities that you possess now, all the lessons that you learned, okay? Every experience that you went through. The more experience you gain, the more wisdom you have, okay? That allows you not to repeat the same mistakes. That allows you to keep going forward and being more comfortable with tapping into change in rooms that always had your name on it, but you've never experienced it in 3D yet. You'll be more comfortable with doing those things and getting outside of the box and doing things that you've never done. Like if your friend's like, hey, you want to go on a plane and go bungee jumping today? Let's go zip lining on Fremont Street in Vegas. Pack a bag. You're going to be more to be like, all right, cool, fuck it, why not? You know what I mean? No fear, no nothing. I want to do new stuff. Let's do it. You're going to be more open. I'm just giving examples. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm just giving examples where you'll be a little bit more open versus being guarded in this energy and not creating anything and just looking at everybody else creating something. You don't want to do that, okay? You don't want to be the person that's always watching somebody and just, envious of what they got going on or, I'm gonna try and find the playbook on what they got going on. I'm gonna catch them slipping one day. Yeah. You don't want you don't want to be that person. Why? Like you have your own unique gifts and talents and things that you can bring to the goddamn table. And we can all have a community and everybody have their own goddamn skills and we can create some shit. Why don't you be like that instead? But there are those people. So you gotta be careful, okay? So find security within yourself. Gain some new skill sets, or if you have skills, like I said, brush them up, know your worth, moving forward, right? Let's talk about a little bit of the aspects and let you know how this plays out. So you all know that every day there's a different transit or aspect that's playing out. Ooh, excuse me. There's a couple of planets here at the same degree. I'll talk about that too. So since we're talking about the moon energy, moon in Taurus, right? We do have it squaring up with Mars. Remember, squares is like boxing, it's fighting. And Mars is in Cancer right now. Mars is about to go into Leo on the 20th, so it's phasing out, but still, it's a square. And it's also squaring up with Pluto, which is retrograde in Aquarius, okay? We got some matches going on. So what is that? AKA challenges, okay? That's literally the moon is our emotions, right? So we might have some emotional conflicts, or aka challenges, in our ships that we're sailing. Okay? Because Mars is in Cancer, and we may act on that. What does this look like? Okay, well, what? You didn't even call me last night? You want to be with me? Was you with somebody else? Da-da-da. You're going to be like going crazy. You could just be assuming. And then the dude's like, I wasn't even with nobody. I was with my boys. Well, why is there eyelash in the car then? Like, it's like crazy energy like that. Like, that's where you could be acting on things. But like I said, you want to have a poker face. You want to be smooth operator. Moon in Taurus. Do the opposite. You seen the eyelash, just don't say nothing. Just don't call the motherfucker anymore. Don't talk to him. Go left. Go left. You peeped it. You seen it. You know what type of time he's on. You seen the text messages, pictures, videos, whatever the hell proof you need. And just move forward. Just be like, you know what? I don't think this is working out. Do that instead of causing a confrontation when you know you're not going to be able to trust this person later on. You're going to be checking the phone every goddamn day you with this man. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of an energy. That's when it's squaring up. Period. Because, you know, Pluto is like, da, 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 da. But it's retrograde right now, so it's causing us to, we're having a fight with ourselves. And then you're going to be like, damn, am I not good enough? You're going to be looking at yourself like, do I need to get a butt job? Like, you know. Or for men, like, dang, I didn't shave off my beard. Am I looking good? Do I smell good? Like, what? Did I pay for dinner last week, or did I let her pay? Like, you're gonna be, that's internal Pluto energy in Aquarius, right? You're gonna be thinking it's you, when really it might not be. You're just creating stuff in your mind, which is an illusion. Saturn in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces. Okay, so there could be some struggles, or in any type of situations that you have right now. That's when it's squaring up. So just like I said, pay attention, play poker face, and be smooth operator. Moon in Taurus. You'll be all right. Okay. Some of us also within that energy, as far as yourself, you might have like a, what's the word I'm looking for? You might have like an outdated way of thinking. This is more like, or outdated belief or something like that. This is more like, you know, our, what do you call them? Baby boomers, you know? They might have an old way of thinking or old way of doing something, and they ain't gonna change. But here you come with some new way of doing something, and they don't want to pay attention. It could be like a quick 1, 2, 3 shimma bam, and then they wanted to take the whole long route, even with some detours and all kinds of shit. Turn left here and go right. Nope, you can't go down that street. They're still gonna do it, you know, because it's like that challenge to let go of old shit. And if you would have just listened to your son or your daughter on, or whoever had a better way, a quicker route of, you know what I'm saying, like where you had no restrictions, you would be all right. But there are going to be some people that can't let go of some shit. There's going to be that energy. And if this is you, you got to embrace change, okay? Embrace the new opportunities. Because when you remove stuff, like, imagine, like, you know, let's say you organize your whole garage or your room. You notice the energy? Like, even folding your clothes after laundry. Instead of, like, leaving all your shit on the floor or on the bed, you know, once you fold it, and you maybe even make your bed, and, you know, you spruce up your room a little bit, you look around like, it feels good in here. Like, you want to walk into that space. That's the energy that you want to be in. You don't want to be in the room where it's like, dang, you stepping on something. Oh shit, I gotta put that in the garbage. Oh damn. Oh shit, what cat threw up? God damn it, I gotta clean it up. And then you just wait. I'm gonna wait till it dries up. Like, you don't want that. That's how your life can look if you're messing around with this energy here. So you have to really let go of old things, old ways of doing things. Switch it up. Like, write on a board, if there's a new habit that you want to obtain or something that you want to release, put it on a calendar. Like, literally have like a calendar on the wall, and then every day write that as a task. Or you can even have like a task rabbit on your phone, like a reminder app or something like that. You know, something that you want to add, and then, or if there's something that you want to release. That's how, and it takes 21 days. Okay. So there could be some tension, especially like if you walk into rooms, like maybe at work, people could probably have political arguments right now. That's that squared energy. Like, make sure you don't, sometimes it's not your battle to fight. So just sit back and watch and grab your popcorn and eat lunch in the break room. You're looking at the mirror like, oh shit. Oh, they going at it. Oh, damn. Oh, like you with your coworker, y'all talking shit like, ah. I ain't saying nothing. And they come in the room, y'all go like, doo-doo-doo. Like, eat your popcorn. Y'all act like y'all didn't see nothing. You're like, my name's Bennett. I'm not in it. Like, y'all see that fight? Nope. I don't know what you're talking about. That way, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's that kind of an energy right now. People want to debate every goddamn thing, as far as our social and political views. So just be aware of that and just steer clear of it, okay? We also have here, you guys, let's talk about this one. We have the sun that's in Taurus, and it's now sextiling Neptune in Pisces. Sextiles are good. So this is actually going to help us right now. So if you are a person that's focused, Taurian energy, you are focused on a project or something you're working on, or you're going towards something, whether it's a long-term goal, short-term, whatever, or to just today, a daily task or whatever, right? If this can give you the energy to utilize your imagination, Pisces energy. Kind of take your mind away from the BS that's around you and really create something, okay? This is what they're trying to diminish right now with this AI bullshit. They're trying to diminish our imagination. They're trying to force us to not think anymore and rely on their systems. But what do you want to do? Always the opposite. So this energy right here, this aspect that's playing out right now with the sextile, if you are focused on something, use this energy, okay? This is how you use what's happening right now to your advantage. Allow yourself to get into a creative space. What does this look like, Tisha? Well, maybe create like your own little like personal, sanctuary in your home. I don't know, like just make a little space for yourself where there's peace and quiet, no kids, no nothing, to where you can just really be you. Play your little music, smoke your little tweeds, you know what I'm saying? Got the window open, whatever, get the air flowing, candles lit, whatever it is for you, make that space so you can go utilize your imagination right here and do visual arts or writing, drawing, whatever it is, music, whatever creative pursuit that you have, and then that's where you'll tap into a natural flow state, okay? And you'll be even more inspired, like, yeah, I know I could do this. And then when you come out of that energy or that room that you're in, now you can make strong connections to your subconscious, and manifest, when you're out in the world. Whether this is through a conversation, you can manifest how you want it to play out. Whether this is through something that you want to come to you, whether it's a person, place, or a thing. It's kind of like you got to let your inner child play. That's where the imagination is, right? So you got to do that, okay? Now, also, too, with this sextile, you got to really tune into your feelings because, we have Moon in Taurus, okay? So all of that combined, you can really tune into how you feel during a situation. Like, let's say, for example, you've been so calm and you're not really talking to anybody this whole week, and you've just been on doing your thing, minding your business, staying in your little corner, creating your own happiness, and then here comes somebody with some bullshit, right? Pay attention to how your body is reacting to that, okay? How are you feeling? Do you feel sick, nauseous? Do you feel tired? Are you constantly yawning? This is where you can really tap in. Like, are you irritated, mad, upset? Are you doing the bombastic side eye? Like, what are you doing? So this is the energy where you can find a deeper understanding to where you can tune and master your own energy, right? So let's say, for example, somebody's coming at you sideways and you know how you feel about that, but you don't want to show your hand right now at this time about how you feel about it. So you're just taking it all in. That way, next time, if somebody's not even dishing that negative energy or yelling at you or anything, but you feel that presence of someone walking in like, ooh, I don't like that shit. I don't like them. I don't know. They seem like snaky or shicey. And then you pay attention to your body, you'll know, oh, I got that feeling last time someone was doing X, Y, and Z. This is what, you know what I'm saying? You'll know how to correlate that in the next situation. That's how you got to get to know yourself, like in a real deep on a soul level. That's like a little side note, but that's a natural ability that we all have. You just got to be tuned in, tapped in, and turned on. That way you can support yourself through these endeavors and be a little bit more compassionate with your goddamn self and take your time with yourself as far as understanding who you are and how you operate. Okay? Now you know what situations you want to play out and what you don't want to participate in moving forward, because you know how it makes you feel, right? With this energy here, like having the sun in Taurus right now, which is more grounded, but it's sextiling with Neptune, which is in a water energy, this can really give us like a strong connection to the spiritual or mystical or unseen realms. So pay attention to your dreams. You might get messages there. Even when you meditate, you might feel like you're floating or something like that, you know, if you get real deep into it. We can be very drawn to spiritual practices right now. We got a lot of planets in earth energy right now at this time, but while we do have a couple finessing in some water planets right now, this is a good time for you to really gain some wisdom and some guidance and some insight from your higher self instead of going outside of yourself for that. So this looks like what? Meditating, reading books, you know, those books that kind of take you there and make you think. Metaphysical type of information, any type of esoteric information. This is a good energy to really tap into that and heighten that. Because let's say you're confused for the day or something, or somebody had you fucked up and you're just like, oh, I don't like this energy, I gotta switch it up, they're not gonna ruin my day. So what do you do in a case like that? Are you gonna go talk to Tom, Dick, and Harry and, you know, talk about this whole negative situation, and they just be like, I told you so. Yup, I knew you shouldn't mess with that dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, are you going to engage with that and keep talking about it and there's no solutions? Or are you just going to go, you know, take a break from social media, or take a break from calling anybody, sit in your own energy, feel it, figure out the root cause of it, and get into a spiritual practice to get you set up real nice. That way you can come back, boom, bam, pow, and you're good to go. And everybody's gonna be like, hey, where you been at? I haven't heard from you in a couple of days. I was just getting my shit together. I'm good. Like, they don't need to know all what you do to do that. But instead of you playing with everybody else and talking about it and creating more jacked up situations for yourself later on, because next week, all that stuff you talked to Tom, Dick, and Sally about that was negative, they're going to bring it back up next week. And now they're going to keep coming back to you with any negative situation. Like, it's like you open a portal for that kind of stuff. Like, they'll always go to you based off of that one thing you told them about how jacked up a situation was about somebody else. Recognize that with your coworkers or if you're at work or something. So they feel like they can always come to you for gossip and dump on you. You just open that up, you know, because you didn't want to deal with whatever you had going on your own and figure it out. You have the keys to everything. I'm just here to help you unlock it, okay? So you got to be a little bit more compassionate for yourself, especially with these unseen realms. There's a lot of things that's going on, a lot of movement happening, okay? And like I said earlier, we do have also the North Node is in Taurus, okay? It's been there for a while. This is really where, like I said, we're supposed to be operating in our North Node. South Node is what we already came here with, and that's why we feel comfortable with operating that energy. We already went through all of that. You know, these are our old traumas and karma and all that other stuff. And, you know, you might find somebody that has the same South Node and you're like, damn, we went through the same situations together. And y'all be talking about it, and, you know, just y'all can go in, and that's cool and all. Like, you guys resonate. This person gets me and I get them. That's cool and all, but are we getting out of that? Like, are we helping each other heal from that? Are we, you know, giving each other constructive criticism? Are we helping each other identify areas where each other's triggered and giving them solutions on how to get out of that flunked out energy? Or are we just like having a parade, just sitting there chilling, just like, yeah, you down like me? You know, I'm down like you, so you want to kick it? Like, you know, that's what it looks like. You know, you don't want to do that. You want to be in the North Node energy. So with North Node and Taurus, this is where you can actually find people to where you can prioritize, you know, what you want to do in the long term as far as your financial gains and possessions and whatever you want to invest your time and energy into, aiming to build, you know, security, a secure future for yourself. And for your loved ones, you know, and for whoever you're conversing with at the time, you know, help each other out. Support is key, you know, especially if there's a lot of things people can do for free for the 5-finger discount, like sharing this video right now. You can help me out, liking the video. You know, you see how that support comes in, and then I'm like giving you the energy that I'm talking about right now. I'm giving you my time and energy. I'm utilizing my esoteric bag, just how you can use your esoteric bag. You know what I'm saying? You see how we can all help each other out operating that north node. I can't stand floors. I need to get a screen for my door because my door is open. Anyway, so yeah, you know, also too, North Node in Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus, so that's, what does that look like? You know, making things aesthetically pleasing within your home, even with the way you look. You know, when you look good, you feel good. You know, like for me yesterday, I got my hair, you know, retwisted, and I'm like feeling like, yay! You know, like I feel way better when I go live now instead of like having the time to wrap my hair, and you know what I'm saying? Like I can just get up and go. Taurus energy, you know, making sure your home environment is good, just even surrounding yourself by beauty. During this time when North Node has been in Taurus, you guys probably are, you know, some people are finding a deeper connection with nature, like actually looking at the trees, recognizing the butterflies and the ladybugs and the bees, and, you know, wanting to go to aesthetically pleasing places. Like you want to go in a nice restaurant where you can sit outside and there's a view, you know what I mean? Let me order the prettiest drink or whatever have you, you know, North Node Taurus. I want to do something different, right? So flip that and do it towards your own personal life. As far as like when you're building the bricks, okay? This can be like a rejuvenating kind of an energy too when you keep doing that consistently. It's like you're forcing yourself to change. You're forcing yourself to open up to new things and to see new things and to go new places and, you know, actually sit there and pay attention and be a student and take notes and pay attention to the fine details of everything that's going on. Taurian energy, right? So that's that. You just got to put in the time and effort to build anything, okay? Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race, y'all. All right? What else do we have here? Oh. So you know Jupiter's in Taurus and Pluto's in Aquarius right now, retrograde. They're both at 0 degrees. I think I talked about this a couple of days ago, but this is going to be a little bit of a lingering energy. Whoa, that's trippy. I can't look at that. I need to change that home screen. So with these planets both at 0 degrees, this is another transformation kind of an energy. Like as far as growing, as far as our, you know, what are we consuming on a conscious level? What are we feeding ourselves? We can have a whole revelation. We can bring in new resources for ourselves. Even, you know, like if you're a whole humanitarian, think of, you know, your current community or your society. Like we can all kind of come together and, like, for example, if you in your friend group, you're a person that's really knowledgeable about crypto and what's going on, you can really put people on the up and up. No, I don't get that coin. That's a dump coin. You know, oh, invest in this, get that, you know, and then be educating people as far as the economic system right now. That's that energy. When it's sitting at 0 degrees, get the fuck out of my house. So, sorry. So, I should close the door. But, you know, it's like, find ways to challenge the status quo, okay? Challenge the information that you hear. Take everything in it like a grain of salt and challenge it. Do your own goddamn research. Do your own due diligence. Question people that come to you with information. Like, hey, where'd you get your resources from? Who told you that? Like, where'd you find it at? You got a link? You got a website? You got a book? Oh, what book is that? You know, like, question everything. Question everything, honey, okay? Especially when it comes to money and finances and building your stability if you want to tap into something. Because then once you find out something, you can break it down, dissect it, that's Virgo energy, and then put your own finesse on it, aka Earth energy. And then you can have a new innovative approach to where your money's coming in. You're like, yeah, you know, I did this, I invested in this thing over here, you know, I can tell y'all about it or whatever, and, you know, my money's growing. My money's making babies right now, you know, but y'all don't want to listen to me when I was bringing it up. But I did some research and looked into it, and, you know, I got my homeboy on, my homegirl's doing it now. You know, she got her kids in it involved and everything. We all kind of set now. Like, it's rolling in, you know, like, so you want to hop on this train or not? I mean, that's where it's at as far as wealth and resources, you know. Even like, let's say, for example, the water is bad in your area. This looks like a situation where it's like, you know, Jerry over there, he got some little pills or something. He be, you know, when it's been raining the last couple of weeks, he's got all these water jugs full of water. And what he does is he puts these little pills in it. You know, that's how I got hooked up from Jerry. He taught me how to do it. You know, and then you're like, wait, what? Huh? How do I do that for myself? You know, he saved all his water, so I started saving mine. Now every time it rains, I got a whole bunch of cool water. I don't even use the tap water in the sink anymore to brush my teeth or wash my ass. I do this and filter the water this way. And, you know, it's that's the energy. Taurian energy, you know, North Node, Uranus, all of it. That's how you group all this energy together to make it sense. I'm just trying to give you real life scenarios on what this looks like. So it's a whole societal transformation. Okay, you have to open it with open arms. Lots of new technologies could be coming out. Like I said, they might introduce a new app or a new coin come Friday or next week or something. I wouldn't be surprised with that new moon energy, because new moon, new things, right? So address certain shit, you know. Like with this energy, guys, you can really promote a lot of things. You might not have a large audience, but it'll fall on somebody's ears, you know what I'm saying, or to the people that matter. Like, just have your own inner circle. Like, if you and your whole family live in the same city or state or whatever, or even if you don't, you know, or even your community, y'all real cool, y'all real tight, y'all watch each other houses and shit, and kids and shit play together or whatever. Like, share information, you know, share those resources straight up. Okay, that way you can kind of feel, that gives you a sense of, like, it enhances the, I don't want to call it an illusion, but it does enhance the word freedom a lot. Like, for example, you know, your kid, they come back from school like, look, Mom, I can charge my iPhone with an Apple. Like, and they're like, what? Yeah, look, I don't even need to plug it into the wall. Look. And they're like plugging in the Apple, and you're watching, and it goes, ding, like phone charging. And you're like, how the hell? Where'd you learn? What the hell? So you like secretly, when they go clean your room, you secretly go in there like, let me try this shit. Hell no. And you're like, oh shit, it works. So then you go, Sarah, guess what just happened? Girl, we don't even need to pay our electricity bill no more. So it's like stuff like that. Like, it's stuff like that you can just figure out real fast. Like, everything word of mouth, right? You see how stuff like lingers? That's the energy that we're in. Very powerful. And then you got the whole, now everybody in the complex like, well, I ain't paying my electricity bill. I figured out how to do this and this and this. I don't even need it. I found my own way to do stuff. Like, I'm just giving you like a, you know, a little visual. What else do we have? Oh, we have Venus in Cancer, and Saturn and Pisces both at a 6th degree. So how do you play on this energy when two planets are at the same degree? Venus rules love and relationships. Okay, that get the starting point together. And then Saturn is a planet of discipline and structure. Thank God it flew out. So Saturn is a planet of discipline and structure. So when these are at the same degree, well, they're going to be playing with one another, right? They're in the same energy field, as you can think about it. It's kind of like, you know, when two people are standing next to each other. So this can really be the energy of, you know, helping you to create healthy boundaries. It can be a ding, like a sign for you. Like, I really want to have healthy connections. I want some healthy platonic connections or even friendships, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk about this toxic stuff. I don't care about Krishan Rock and her baby and their situation that they're going through. They got a lot of trauma bonding going on. I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to talk with people with substance, and you want to be able to move forward and gain some knowledge that you can pass down, you know? So you can live a comfortable life and be stable and do whatever the hell it is that you want to do. Like, so with this is allowing you to create those healthy boundaries within the connections that you're with right now. You know, next time, you know, Hillary calls you up and be like, Hillary, yeah, you know, she didn't even ask you if you had space, and she's just dumping on you about, yeah, you know what, I'm so done with Sean. I'm just over it, you know. He did. So you're just sitting there trying to be nice and trying to be a friend, but you don't feel good. You don't want to take that in. You don't have space. She's filling your cup up with garbage. It's not even filling a chalice up with clean, esoteric water. It's dirty. It's muddy. You don't want none of that. So this is where you can make sure your needs are met and your person's needs are met by setting those healthy boundaries, letting them know what you're going to participate in, what you're not going to participate in. That way you can focus on your stability and be committed to your goddamn self and the endeavors that you want to carry out. Okay, so being realistic about shit. This looks like being very black and white. Hey, what's up? I wasn't even trying to holler at you. I just thought, you know, I just got to give you your props while you were here. I thought you was a fine little pretty thing that walked in, so I had to say hello. But I'm not trying to holler at you or anything, but I know you look good and everything like that. I actually do have a girlfriend. I have a couple of kids, too. I don't know if that's TMI or not, but I'm just letting you know. Boom. Being realistic, staying grounded, and just, you know, you're not showing all your hand, but you're giving somebody a little synopsis on, okay, Now the girl's probably looking at him, dang, I like that. Authentic, he's real, he was straight up. Some people might want to fuck with that energy. Some people might look at it and be like, dang, he got 3 kids. Next. Like, it depends on where they're at in their shadow work, right? But those are the situations. That way you can learn to really navigate through certain things that you come across in a mature way. Taurus energy, okay? Taurus energy is very mature. Think of the Hierophant card. That's Taurian energy. Like it's like that. I don't know if you guys seen a Hierophant tarot card. It's like you know, so that looks like kind of like grandpa or something, just sitting there chilling. But that's that Mr. Smooth Operator kind of an energy. Very grounded and practical. You know, honoring their emotions and what they got going on, not showing their hand, observing everything, and that's how you gain the wisdom. So that's kind of the energy, so that you can take steps to going forward. And, you know, just really with this, when these two planets are together, also too with Saturn and Venus, this is where you can kind of come up with artistic outlets, okay? You know, where's your passion and love for whatever it is as far as the things that you value? You might be a person, you know what, it was a hobby for you to create. You know, you're a person that walks on the block with new sneakers every time. It looks new, but it's really old sneakers that you cleaned up, dressed up, and you got a little acrylic paint. You started painting all kinds of designs on it. And now all of a sudden, every time you go out, you're like, dang, you always got a pair of new sneaks on. Where you get those at? And you're like, I did it. Like, boom, artistic outlet. Okay, where you really express, you put your emotions out on a sneaker and you wear it every day. You know what I'm saying? Like every sneaker, pair of shoes is different. It all matches all your outfits and everything, and it's just like, and it keeps you disciplined. Now you have an activity that you look forward to doing, and then now everybody sees you with that going on, and then now it's like, oh, word of mouth. Well, Johnny over there, you know what? I got a show I gotta do. I might give him a pair of my sneakers so he can hook them up. You know, you want to be unique in this energy, Uranus and Taurus. Do things differently, outside of the box, not like everybody else in this systematic way that they've been telling us to do everything. Being the creator or inventor that's in all of us, okay? And then now watch, Johnny's got a little business going on now. Instead of doing it, you know, he started in the garage, and now he's got a whole little suite. Well, Johnny don't, I went to go get my sneakers done, and he wasn't there. He don't do it. Oh, that's because he came up now. He on 112th and 78th. He got a own little suite over there. Yeah, Suite C. You gotta set an appointment now. You gotta wait a little bit now. He's busy. He got everybody trying to get to Johnny. Like, you see where it led? You know what I'm saying? So if you focus on the things that you want to grow, the things that you value, to where you connect to whatever you're passionate about, you never know what can come out of that. There's so much beauty in that, and staying disciplined and grounded in a way where you can construct some dope ass shit for yourself, and it just naturally, organically becomes a way to where you actually can set yourself up real nice. You know, it's like an evergreen thing, like something that won't go away. Like, you know, it's kind of like, okay, you created these candles, right? The candles are always going to burn out to the end. People are going to need to be replenished, right? They're going to need, oh, I need another one of them guardian angel abundant money candles that you got. I ran out, girl. Last time I got a $700 check. I need another one. You know what I mean? Like, it's stuff like that. So be nurturing and supporting of those connections that you have. If you have people that are just starting their businesses, they're starting up things, they're creating, they have cool ideas, you know, maybe join, you know, add them in, you know. You might not be more business minded, but yet they have the ideas, and then you guys can kind of come together and create something. You know what I'm saying? So that's the energy that we're in right now. So that's why it's important who you're talking to. What are you feeding your temple? What are you feeding your mind? This is really important. It's really, really important to do that. So you have to be concerned with where you're going right now at this time. And, you know, in the same token, doing self-care, shadow work, healing, growing, taking care of your emotional well-being and things of that nature. And also, you know, acting out of love and concern for other people too that might need a hand. If you're a person that kind of low-key has it all together and you got some common sense with yourself right now, you see one of your homegirls or homeboys down in the dumps, you can really change their perspective real quick. They be like, hey, what's up? And you know something's wrong. They want to, hey, can I pull up? And you're like, yeah, cool. So you on the porch, you got the blunt rolled out, and they come pulled up. Y'all smoking the blunt together. He's telling you about the situation, and then boom, you can drop some game on him really quick to where he's like out of that energy now. Like he's like, oh, you know what? You right. Like you right. Like I'm not gonna do that anymore. You absolutely correct. Like you know what I'm saying? And then move a whole nother way. And that's how you can build support and help somebody else get out of the mud. You know what I'm saying? And so they can put energy in towards building something or growing something or planting good seeds instead of bad seeds, right? Spiritual discernment. Yes, thank you. Love that word. Who's Frederick Nietzsche? So that's pretty much it, I guess, for the aspects. There's a lot other ones going on, but I'm just going to talk about that. Let's pull some cards, guys. You know, because I could talk too much with y'all. Because I love what I do. I literally love what I do. Let's pull some cards. I'm going to pull the energy during this session for the collective here. I'm not going to do any individual signs today, guys. I'm just going to see what comes out. I'm going to use our... I love this spirit deck here. Tarot Astrology. I'm also going to use Moonology. All right. Let's see what we get. And then I'll also keep the charts up just to see if it correlates with any aspects that we have going on as well. Well, hello, Pepperoni. Who's Frederick Neat, whatever the hell? Who is that? Who is that? I look real good today. I look real good today. I don't know why that song just came in my head. You guys, yesterday I was like singing like, because now that I have my braces off, I don't know if you guys noticed. So I have this, like my S's are like, and it's so annoying to me. Like, I don't know if you guys hear it, but it's annoying to me. And I'm like, and so all of a sudden I started seeing like this opera, like out of nowhere. It was just so funny. I don't even know why I brought that up, but that's how random I am. I literally sound like an actual really good opera singer. It was so funny. All right. Google him, a German philosopher. Oh, you got your, what's up, Mark? You got your braces off too? Yeah, I know, man. I'm over here like, yee. Like, I just want to be cheesing in every picture. I'm like, yee. And then, like, eating is so much better. Nothing gets stuck in my teeth. I'm not over here in the corner of the table, like picking and then doing the whole water swoosh. And, oh, I ain't got to do none of that no more. Oh, my God. I still use my water pick, though. Still got the water pick. I use that. But yeah, so much better. I can actually floss my teeth for real this time. It just feels good. Like I was like sitting there one time. I was like, I kept like licking my teeth, like I was like, like I didn't know I was doing it. I was watching the game and I was just like the whole time I was at the bar sitting there, and the guy was looking at me like, you got a long tongue. I'm like, oh shit. I didn't even notice I was doing. I was like, oh snap! I'm a little lizard right now. I need to reel it in. It just was so like it felt so good. Find your niche, Frederick. Wait, what? Find your niche, Frederick. Niche invented the idea. Oh, to find your niche. Gotcha. I'm sorry, Zio. I wasn't aware of what you were saying. I should have looked at that when I was saying. All right, guys. Collective energy. Let's see what we got. What do we need to see with 6 planets in Taurus right now? What do we need to see with 6 planets in Taurus right now? Let's do reversals first. This is like passing through energy. Maybe to the side. This was actually this way. Oh, one more. All right, so not bad. Okay, we're all accepting of this change pretty much. We're all kind of just opening it, kind of open arms to it. It's kind of like at this stage, at this day in the game, I can't even talk. It's like change is inevitable. Like everything's, look at Pepper. Really? Hi. At this stage of the game, change is just, it's the name of the game. It's just there, period. So there's a lot of distractions, right? Let me pull up the chart. Like I said, the moon's squaring up with Mars, the moon's squaring up with Pluto, participating in situations that don't even matter, to where it's causing ruckus, arguments, confrontations. It's causing you to like research some shit that don't even matter about some celebrity or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like just focusing on people at work and their drama and what's going on. It's like all this stuff is irrelevant. All of it is nonsense, right? But people act on those things. It's like taking focus away. We got to get back to where we only want to focus on certain things. So what does this look like? You might want to clear out your phone. You might want to clear out pictures and videos. You might want to stop following or unfollowing certain people on social media, or maybe scrolling as much. You know, these phones, you guys, these apps, like you can really consume so much. Be a person that maybe just posts. Like if you just like to use social media as like a photo album or whatever to see growth for you, or you want to let people know a couple of things, post and ghost. That's what I do majority of the time. The only time I'm really scrolling is if I want to learn something. The way my algorithm's set up on TikTok is where I can learn some deep, you know, esoteric information. That's how my algorithm is. That's all that's brought to me. And then my other personal account, I have it to where it's like set on like trending templates and games, and you know, just to alleviate my mind a little bit sometimes, you know, when I want to sit there and I'm waiting for something to happen. You know, I have my algorithm set up a certain way. If I am scrolling on there, you know, like set intentions with everything that you do. That way you're not consuming trash. Very, very important, because it can take you off focus, and you'll miss the details of it all, okay? And you're going to be in your thoughts, okay? You're going to miss the details, Virgo energy, and then it's going to alter your thoughts, okay? Your subconscious mind. A lot of the stuff that we consume, like you could be so much on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, whatever, for hours, like 8 hours. You know that little timer, if you have an iPhone, it tells you how long you've been on your phone and how many apps and all that stuff. They have that little like toggle, you can figure that out. But I remember mine was like a couple years ago, it was like, I don't know, it was like some crazy number, like 26 hours or something. And then now I'm like probably like 3 hours, like for the week or something like that. because I do a lot of posting and ghosting. I segregate times when I go back to comments. I segregate times when I check DMs. I segregate times when I actually want to be on my phone and take a brain break and operate another side of my brain and get out of work mode or whatever it is, you know. That's just what I do. And so, but I set my intention with that. And then that allows me to still stay focused. A lot of distractions that are happening right now, people can get really lost with, you know, falling into the rabbit hole of believing someone that claims they know everything or whatever have you, whatever information that they're trying to put out. It could be misinformation, you know, it could be misinformed, especially if you watch news. Or those apps like World Star and all that trash, right? All that stuff. I never know about anything that's going on unless somebody inboxes me with that. Like, they're like, did you hear about Jamie Foxx and da-da-da? Like, I see things, but it's just like, what's the point of it, though? I look at it at a different light. Like, everybody else might be, like, saying, oh, my God, it's so sad, and I hope it gets better and all that stuff. I'm looking at it like, yeah, they're probably cloning him or utilizing him as a project to do something to carry out, like, some AI shit or something. Like, I think, like, a whole nother way. Like, I think deep with it. Like, I'm on a whole nother playing field when it comes to y'all talking about celebrities and all these things that are going on because of the information that I researched and that I dug up. And I look at everything. So I'm like, like, okay, cool. Even certain movies, like, I would like, nope, I'm not watching that. Some I will watch. Oh, a really good movie I watched this weekend with my parents was on Mother's Day. The J-Lo movie, Mother. I swear to God, I can't even watch nothing without thinking in another dimension. So I'm watching the movie, and it's like they put everything in their face, right? So here I go in my little head. I don't want to ruin the movie, but certain things that happened in there, I'm like, oh, they're putting it in our face. This is what's really going on in the real world. But they're putting it in a movie as if it's fake and fiction, and it's not. Hello? And then it's also given us another message within that to do X, Y, and Z. I don't want to tell you all the movie. It's a really good movie. She's a better actress than a singer, personally. But, you know, it's stuff like that can really just kind of throw us off our mark. But if you have like a different way of thinking, like an angelic way of thinking about things and going about things, you'll see things in a whole nother light. Like, you won't see it like how everyone's looking at it so surface and shit. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Even watching basketball, like, sometimes I'll look at the players on TV, I'm like, dang, that look like, oh man, looks so computer generated. Like, I can see right through him. He looks translucent. You seen that? Look like you can see right through his head. Like, I'm just like, damn it. Like, I'd be ruining for my goddamn self. It's stuff like that. Then they look at you like you have 4 heads. Right. Like, they be looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, huh? I'm like, whatever, y'all don't get it. Like, for real, you right, Mark, for real. Like, it'd be crazy. So anyway, so be aware of the distractions, guys, and stay focused with the things that you have going on, because you got 8 of Pentacles in reverse. You can have a lot of abundance. Like I said, this is just another confirmation. You can have all the abundance. You can really set yourself up nice and be a creator or inventor of some shit right now and really set up you, your family, whoever, you know, for the next years to come, you know what I mean, and really be at the stature that you want. But you got to get away from the distractions. You got to get away from those conversations where they're just gossiping. They ain't talking about nothing. There's no substance. It doesn't motivate you, heal you, support you, anything. Like, you got to just kind of really, it's all meant for itself right now. So why not put that focus onto mastering your own energy and tapping into your creative endeavors and utilizing your imagination to get to where you want to go right now at this time. Okay, this is the energy to be in. And then you flip this card upside down and you'll have infinite amount of possibilities that are coming towards you. And you ready for it. Why? Because you prepped yourself. You stayed in the cut. You stayed out the way. You minded your goddamn business. You created your own goddamn lane. You mapped out a plan. You took action, and then boom, you're able to see the fruits of your labor come in. Like, even more opportunities are coming in. More doors are swinging open. People are just handing you shit now at this time, like, for free. You don't even gotta pay for it. That's how, like, you know what I'm saying? You see where it's going with that energy? Like, that's how deep you were into it instead of playing the opposite role. Use this energy to really get it together, right? Oh, look at that. Mars is about to be in Leo. This is so funny that this 7 of Wands in reverse came out. This is Mars energy. Leo energy too. It's a fire energy. So 7 of Wands is kind of like giving up the fight, not wanting to fight. Some people out here just want to really play with their life right now. They really don't care. They're just like, whatever. They're lollygagging. They're living in la la land where Saturn in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces. They're not really grounded. They're not really taking the steps. They're not using any of this energy. It's like AKA not listening to a goddamn thing I've been preaching on this goddamn channel and just doing the total opposite, just like doo-doo-doo. Or they're trying to copy someone else's playbook, being an esoteric vampire, trying to see what they got going on so they can just copy whatever they got going on, not even put any ounce of work into anything, and to see if they can get something based off of what somebody else has already built. Okay? Not fighting for themselves. Kind of like, you know, not putting in anything into their passions or desires or anything, just doing nothing, like all gone. Like number 7 is a masculine number, not taking any action. Okay? Reverse. Not taking any goddamn action. Mars energy. And Mars is in Cancer right now. It's about to go into Leo on the 20th. So that's when we should be actually taking action. So we need to turn that around. So if you're a person that's kind of like you've been in this stuck space where you feel like you don't have ideas, or you can't be creative, or you're just down in the dumps, depressed, like you gotta alchemize, you gotta transmute. That's on 222. So you have to really do for you. Okay? Get yourself out of that. First, figure out the root, why it even happened, so you're not triggered again. Shadow work. Work on yourself. Ask yourself certain questions to find clarity within the situation, and then you can move forward and upward and onward. And now you'll be able to stand up tall, stand on 10 toes, put your crown back on, and start fighting for yourself again. You know what I mean? Fight for the things that you want. Fight for the things that you believe in having. For the things that you should see. Fight for your connections, your relationships, your kids, whatever it is. Fight for, put the fight in, put the action in. Fire energy. Like that fire in that ass, because Leo likes to Leo keeps things lit. Leo's a whole situation. And then you can be front center stage and receive the praise, rewards, and recognitions that you believe that you should achieve, or that you should have. Right? Makes sense, right? And then you can bring on the 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, I like that. That was a nice segue right there. Ew. 10 of Pentacles. So, boom, right? So flip this energy. Like I said, this is where we're at. So it's really just reminding us of, where do you stand right now? Where are you at? Like, where are you at in life? This will let you know what energy is going to play out for you, or how you can flip it to use this energy as your bitch, is what I like to call it. So that you can have this 10 of Pentacles. Building foundation, having stability. That's 10 of Pentacle energy. Taking care of you, your family, your animals, everything like that. It's solid. It's like solid pillars. You know what I'm saying? Like land, growing, gardens, all the things. Solid. Okay? That way you can have a new beginning. You can reset. You can really feel comfortable with this energy. With that 10 of Pentacles energy. Okay? That's 10 is also the number to close out cycles, removing old patterns and behaviors and people, places, and things that no longer serve you, that are toxic. Okay, letting all of that go so that you can have a new beginning, so that you can kind of start over and reset. Now's the time. This is the energy. You can be that person. Like, you know how I always say this, like, this is like think of this as our reset time. Okay, especially if you have not even gone through your Saturn return yet. Whoa, if you're a person that's about to reach Saturn return, or you're in it right now, ooh, this is dope, even extra dope for you, because you can really set yourself up nice, especially being so young, you know, in a Saturn return. You can really, like, this is how you see like a person that's 18, 20, 22, 23, and they're like driving the Lamborghinis, and they're at different countries, and they got their own little, like Amazon shop or something like that, or they were doing crypto, whatever it is, and they're like really set up nice at a young age, because they weren't playing with themselves. This is how you not play when it comes to getting your Saturn return coming towards you. But not even just Saturn returns, even right now in this energy, it's a reset kind of an energy, to where you can be the person that invented something. Now you're the person that everyone goes to for this product or service. Just like how we used to go to certain people for certain products and services, because they were the person on top, per se. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were the popular, trusted place or person to go to buy something. You can be that with this energy. So don't give up. Okay, 3 of Wands. If you have a vision, stick to it. 3 of Wands is the energy of a person that never gives up. That's fire energy, Aries energy. Aries is like, I got all the logs for the campfire, and I got the lighter. What's up? Let's do it. Like, that's Aries energy. Like, let's go. Like, I'm ready for adventure. I want to have fun. I want to do something. I want to get out. I want to go. So 3 of Wands, don't give up on yourself. Your ships are here. You just have to ignore all the BS, and you also have to get out of your emotions and act, be a little bit cerebral when it comes to certain things. You can't really, sometimes you gotta separate when you're making decisions and stuff. Don't do it based off of emotion, because 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna work out. So operating your more divine masculine energy when you're making a decision is way better than operating your divine feminine to make a decision for yourself to move forward. So, act like a child. That's sun energy, right? Bring out that inner child. That's how you can stay in your imagination and get creative and take action on those things. Be like, you know what? I have no boundaries. I have no fears. That's kind of like a child, right? Where they're just like, they pick up rocks and shit off the ground. Like, they're like, yeah. And then they start imagining stuff. It's something else, playing with something else. They just see something totally different. That's that energy that you need to be in to keep things going, keep things lit, right? And then you can find the fire, Leo energy, and then Sag is what keeps the whole thing going. Oh, shit. So now we're all sitting here. We have 5 of Swords energy. So some of us could be having a fight in our mind about making decisions. Where do I go? Who do I invest in? What bank do I go to? What should I get started in? That's that 5 of Swords, like really kind of like having a conflict within your mind as far as where you want to go, things that you want to do. That could also be that conflict I was talking about later, dealing with bullshit that don't even motherfucking matter. You peep game on somebody and how they move and how they act towards you, then go left if you don't agree with it, or if it doesn't make you feel good inside. Go left. There's other people out there. You know what I'm saying? There's other avenues you can take. That's not the end all be all. You got to keep going. It's all an illusion. If you really think of life as like nothing's really real, this is all energy. We're all projecting our consciousness here. So, hey, if you're utilizing your natal chart as this avatar, this is what you have to go off of in this body, and also adding in your experiences to all of that. Make it a good one while you're here. Don't fight with the wrong people. That's that air energy, Aquarian energy here. But also too, Uranus energy too. You could be having a fight with the challenges that you're facing right now. Uranus is the planet of disruption, so it could have disrupted something that you had going on already. Like, for example, if you're in a relationship with somebody, you was talking to somebody, it was all good and dandy just a week ago, and then now all of a sudden you found out they got like 5 girlfriends or 5 boyfriends or whatever. And you're like, dang, I didn't know Shorty was a player like that, or she was just let anybody in her. You know what I'm saying? Like, Age of Aquarius. The veil is gone. Uranus energy came in and just whoosh. You know what I'm saying? Like, handed you a whole new one. And now what you gonna do? You have a conflict with that? You shouldn't have a conflict no more. You better figure out, you better move away from that before you catch something. You know what I'm saying? So, moving along, right? Go away, which is the next card would be 6 of Sword energy, which is hopping on that boat with all your goddamn belongings and getting the hell out of Dodge. You see how this works? It's all connected, guys. I'm just trying to, So, like I said, this is a grand energy, especially with the moon in Taurus, being Mr. Smooth Operator, right? Not showing your hand. Poker face. Even though somebody might make you want to punch a wall and you want to cuss their ass out and just, poke their eyeballs out or whatever have you, you want to punch a wall or you want to cry or something, you got to hold it all in. And that's Queen of Chalices, someone that is emotionally in tune and tapped in and turned on with their feelings right now. They know how to control their emotions. I know this is a water energy, but we're in moon and Taurus right now, so it's more of a grounded energy. Tauruses are smooth, like I said. Like, they keep it real chill. Like, yeah, all right. Yep, it's like someone that, like I said, remember, Taurus is more observant, so they're going to be listening. They're a listener before they just tell you and regurgitate everything that they're going through. They sit back, watch, observe, listen, all the things. So that's that, like, kind of think of like Queen of Chalices being Queen of Chalices with that. That's how you'll be able to be emotionally available for the next person when you have your emotions intact and you have emotional intelligence. Okay? Queen energy. Because you got to remember, the moon's not home right now. This is Cancer energy too. Okay? the moon is at home in Cancer. Once it gets at home in Cancer, it's just gonna fall asleep. It's gonna be so comfortable, like just sitting down, just like how the queen is sitting down in the chair and the throne. Just I'm comfortable, I'm cool, I'm collecting, I ain't gotta do nothing. That's Cancer passing out after it's been in its orbit through every goddamn other sign, having fun, right? So with this Gemini energy, having the emotional intelligence, you have to see the dark and the light of every situation. Okay, like I said, not every battle is meant for you to react or respond to. You got to respond like a Taurus right now within every aspect of life. Whatever you're taking action, if you're in relationships, as far as your emotions and as far as self right now, you got to be more of a grounded earth energy. It makes sense, right? So as long as you can see both sides though, right? Like I said earlier, sometimes, you know, it's good for us to play our sword, aka use our ego, aka use our shadow, right? Sometimes it's good in situations where, like, let's say for example, you're at a job that you don't want to be at right now, and all of a sudden you go to work and you're like, damn, I gotta be here for 10 goddamn hours. Shit, I'm already, when's lunch? So whatever you're doing at work, time is going by real slow. So what do? You see Tom in the hallway, and then Richard wants to join in too. You guys talking about the game from last night about playing Lakers or whatever it is. So you engage in this conversation about the Lakers, and you talk about the players, and you talk about who's trading who, and all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, it's already lunch. Y'all want to go to lunch together? Like, it's like toxic, like jacked up, whatever. It's nothing of substance. Who cares? Kind of an energy. It was like a fluffer kind of a conversation that actually kind of got you through your day at work. Sometimes you can play that kind of role. You have to be a chameleon. You have to know when to bust that out, so you can play it to your advantage, right? That's how you AKA manipulate energy. So we do have here, I know some of us with all this grounded energy, especially if you're kind of single, we have the Knight of Chalices here. So it's kind of like you could feel moments of wanting to feel nurtured, right? That's like earth energy, wanting to feel nurtured, wanting to feel secure. It could be by another person. It could just be by the group of people that you're with. So let's say, for example, you go to work and nobody's really, you feel like you get the bombastic side eye from everybody at work. They really ain't feeling you. They really don't like your energy. And you kind of like act like you don't care, but then you kind of really do care, because then you start to hear people gossiping and talking about you. Or this could be, you know, within your friend group or something like that. Like, you know, somebody in there's always a rotten apple somewhere. Somebody's a hater or whatever, right? You feel it, but you never spoke on it. They never said anything about it, but you feel the energy. This could be with certain connections that you have. It's like, you know, this is a person I would just hate it and that was it. You know, like I don't think I want a relationship with them, but I can always call this person when I want to feel a little bit of love. So we can, in all aspects of our life, we know we could want to feel secure. We kind of want to go to work and feel like, you know what, I like them. You know, I want to kick it with them, or I do want to go to lunch with them. Like, they're actually you know, they increase the revenue here at work, you know, and they're hardworking too, and they're really cool, they're really nice, real laid back, you know, like, you want to kind of feel that, you know, especially when you live in another quarters, you're there like most of your day, so you want to feel comfortable, right? Also with friends, when you go out with friends, you want to feel like you can be yourself. You want to feel like you can be vulnerable, or you can talk about real life situations that actually happen. You don't have to put a mask on or hide yourself because that one rotten apple that's staring at you, that's jealous and envious of what you got going on, and then you close off who you truly are in front of your actual friends that actually care about you and support you because of that one person. You know, we want to feel that comfort, and especially within like love relationships and things of that nature, whoever, family, whatever. So the Knight of Chalices is someone that's a lover, a charmer, seducer kind of an energy, but just for a night. Nights are like, think of like In and Out, you know, In and Out like a robbery. So sometimes you might have to, you know, either you're dealing with somebody, let's say for example, you know, you can't be around them for too much or too long, or, you know, you just want to feel that love. That's that In and Out like a robbery kind of an energy. Like, hey, you want a massage tonight? I'm about to come through. I'm about to pull up. And then that's it, right? A little situationship going on. But as far as friends, you know, you only can dibble and dabble. You know, you only could, like, maybe you got to talk to your actual real friends on the side about certain situations whenever this person is around. You can't really be yourself, and that's okay. You know what? Keep whatever you can private. You know what I'm saying? And keep whatever you want public. Like, let them know what you want to see. At work, this looks like people, you know, certain people that you're comfortable with or whatever, you can actually joke around and play around, and you can be like, yeah, I'm gonna, you know, let's say like you're a waitress at a restaurant and you go in the back and you're like, ooh, I want whatever food the chef is cooking. You go back like, yeah, you sitting there eating it, and then here goes, you know, Tammy and Rebecca, and they're always like, oh yeah, let me get one of those, and you're not supposed to be doing it, and then all of a sudden you see the person that would tell on your ass. Y'all all kind of just like, all right. So it's like, you know who to like do things with and who not to do things around kind of energy. It's like that in and out, you know, so make sure you play your role, right? Play your role, play the game, okay? Be dumber than your mark at all times, law 21, okay? So you have to really just know how to play that role, how to play the energies out, okay? And also that's that, if you think about that's Aquarian energy too, the night. Because Aquarius is like, they can be like, yeah, I want to get out and have friends, be there. And then all of a sudden, never mind. I was better all by myself. Aquarian energy. So, or you can be like the Pisces and be the chameleon, right? And then just know how to work with every type of situation instead of being so in and out. You know what I'm saying? And then be able to swim away whenever you need to. Okay, whether you're dealing with co-workers, friends, you know, whoever. I was just trying to give you guys scenarios. So yeah, so it's all about, we have 7 of Pentacles here too. So it's kind of like 7 of Pentacle energy is in a sense like, you know, you put all your time and energy into something that you're working towards. It's like whatever, it's like catching the small wins, I would say. All the fruits of your labor are coming to fruition in a sense. Now, however this plays out in your life, it could be big, it could, like real big wins. Like, for example, it could look like, oh, okay, I had a business, now it's flourishing. I just bought a Tesla. Oh, me and my wife are about to move into a new house. Like huge wins, you know, if you see it like that, visually speaking. This can also play out as a small wins too, you know. This looks like, you know what? Oh, okay, I got a certificate here. You know, I'm learning I gained another skill set here. You know, I paid all my bills are paid. I'm going on a trip next weekend. You know, whatever that's for you, whatever small you. I don't know why I just said it like that, but that's just how it plays out. It could be whatever lifestyle I should say you're living, whether you're like super, you know, oobity doobity up there, or if you're just like, you know, like the rest of us, just still trying to get to a certain tipping point or whatever. You know, I feel like success is it's different to everybody. Like I feel successful right now, even though my vision board, I'm not matched with that frequency yet, but I still feel successful in everything that I do and that I carry out because I live in the present moment. So I feel like I'm there already. You know what I'm saying? So for, you know, some people, they don't feel like that. They feel like they're still going towards and trying to get to a certain stature or place or whatever. And that's kind of the low-key 7 of Pentacles. So celebrate the wins and stay focused. Really get grounded. This is also Taurus energy too, 7 of Pentacles. So this is what we're in, 6 planets in Taurus. Stay grounded. That way you can actually appreciate the things that you already have. You can you can have discernment and walk in gratitude for everything that you have. And just know and feel that everything's to come. Saturn energy, staying focused and disciplined towards gaining the stability and building the foundation that you want to have and see for yourself. Okay? So you see how all this kind of like makes sense? Gosh, I love that deck. Let's pull some Moonology cards, you guys. What a tangle web we weave when first we practice to deceive. Like they always say, you know, we didn't know a truth until we first heard a lie. Right? So let's see what pulls up for Moonology. I'm gonna keep these cards out just in case I have another message. So Moonology. What are the messages that we need to see as far as Moon in Taurus? I love this. Show the world the real you. I like this energy because, you know, I always say this for a while. Telling the truth gets you farther than telling a lie. Honestly, it just really does. If you don't have, if you feel like you're gonna tell a lie, don't say anything at all, because you can really be setting yourself up in a situation later. You got to remember, as above, so below. So, being authentic now and being true now in who you are and how you present yourself to the world is going to be very important. You can. This is how you eliminate people that don't really mess with you. Like, for example, I know this is gonna be a jacked up visual. Ooh. But let's say, for example, there's you and your group of friends, or let's say a group of chicks, I should say, they all get ready for the night to go out on Saturday night, and normally they cake their face up with all this makeup, right? They just look a whole new woman. They look good too, in little tight dresses and outfits and skirts, and smell all good and look all good, and they go to the club and everything, and you meet them. You see them there every weekend. Y'all just kind of like, you start to just kind of, all right, cool. It's like you guys know each other, right? Finally, here comes like 2 months down the road. It's like, okay, I'm gonna amp this up a little bit. I really kind of want to get to know her. She's fine. She's a little fine little thing, right? And she's cool too, and we like to do the same thing. So you kind of have a common ground there, So finally, when you get her out, you get a night with her, you wake up next to her, she looks like a totally different person. And you wake up just wanting to sock somebody, like, who is this? Wait, what? Like, you're shocked. Like, and then now you probably don't even want to talk to her because you've really seen her real face and what she really looks like with all that goddamn makeup. And so you just not even attract to her anymore. Because, like, do I gotta wake up to that? Oh, hell no. Nope. Because then I'm going to force her ass to put makeup on every goddamn day, everywhere we go. So why not operate in your authentic energy now and be you now? That way later down the line, you don't have a situation where something like that would arise. You know what I'm saying? Like, being more authentic, walking in your true purpose, not acting like you know everything. If you don't know something, like if somebody asks me something, I don't claim to know everything. Don't come to me thinking I do know everything. I'll be like, you know what? That's not my expertise. However, I do know somebody that I know, like, and trust that I'll definitely recommend you to, and they can get all your questions answered. Boom, bam, pow. Okay? So being real and authentic gets you high places. The more you keep telling all these lies, you probably won't end up, remembering all of them, unless you're a pathological liar where you remember all your lies and you believe all your goddamn lies. So you live that whole lie your whole goddamn life. Woo! But, so you might not be able to keep up with the lie. So when an opportunity presents itself to where you're going to be like, oh, let's say, for example, you've been a person that's kind of been showboating and acting like somebody else that you're not this whole goddamn time. And when there's an opportunity that presents itself to where you can really showcase who you are, and when it happens, you want to run scared. You're like, oh, well, yeah, I don't think I got to do something. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make it. Like, red flag on play. Wouldn't you want this opportunity to showcase who you are so you can gain more clientele and people for your business or whatever products you're selling? That seems a little fishy to me. So pay attention. Anyways, so we do also have emotions are running high. Now, I did tell you, remember, the moon is squaring up with Mars, and also the moon is squaring up with Pluto. So this is where, like I said, people can get overly emotional, especially when Mars is in Aries right now. Mars is in Cancer right now, but it's ending its little loop there. It's about to go into Leo. But still, people can be so emotional at certain things that are playing out. They can be paying attention to the distractions right now. This looks like, I don't know, somebody that's so against having the LGBTQ A through Z 1, 2, 3 at Disney World or something. So they're super passionate about protesting about it. They're doing all these goddamn videos on TikTok like, don't you, this is what they're really doing. And just like putting their energy and time into things that they shouldn't be fighting. It's not their battle to fight. It's kind of like putting a target on your back. So you want to be careful not to do that. You want to be Moon in Taurus. Mr. Smooth Operator, calm, cool, collective, right? Not show your hand, okay? And then just move accordingly. So on that situation, instead of me being a protester for it, going against this whole thing and making people believe that whatever I see, what I do is, oh, I see videos like that. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, they doing that? Yeah, I knew Disney was kind of already, they've been programming kids since they were little. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, it's jacked up, but it makes sense. Yep, just more truth being revealed. Like, and then moving along, like, that's it. I'm not going to sit there and do a whole little goddamn duet video about it. You guys, look at this, and this is what's going on, and oh my God, and then involve everybody and create a whole, you see where I'm going with this? Because then everybody's emotions going to get high, and then what are we doing? We're putting our time and energy into something that don't fucking matter. Something we have no control over. Something that's not going towards our stability and building a foundation, period. It's like, that's where they can harvest our energy. You know, this is what they do. They pay attention to what we're putting our time and energy into on purpose. And then they add more distractions off of that while they're passing all these bunked out laws and whatever the hell is going on. You know what I'm saying? To get you blinded from really what's going on. So you got to pay attention. We also have a new romantic cycle begins. So look where Jupiter is in your house. Also, Taurus is ruled by Venus. So the ruling planet of Taurus is Venus. So look where Venus is right now. So this could be a theme for you if you want to, if you know your chart and all that information, you want to tap into that in your houses and things of that nature. So I believe it. Some of us, wherever we're chilling, something could be expanded. Not only just a romantic cycle, but take it as like you just kind of loving yourself, loving this new version of who you are, really finding out where it is that you want to go and what you got going on and what you're capable of at this time. You could really fall in love with that. You know what I'm saying? You can really fall in love with this new identity, this new version of you, where you're headed, where you're going. You're like, you know, I'm starting to fuck with my new threads and how I dress now. You know, even my new hairstyle. Yeah, it's really going for me. Like, you know what? I'm cool. Like, I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can really just be super confident. And that keeps you more grounded because now you're able to put your time and energy to focus on other things that actually really matter. You know, especially if you're in a person that's working on themselves and doing the shadow work and things of that nature, you can really gain some really good situationships, relationships, business partnerships, love relationship, whatever it is. You can really be open for that and have room and space for another energy to come in your life. Some people are just too focused. They're like, you know what, I'm trying to do my thing right now. I'm about to just really hit it off. I don't need no distraction. I don't need nobody coming in messing up what I got going on. I don't got to worry about nothing. I sleep good at night. Like, I ain't got to worry about nobody else right now but my goddamn self. Like, some people are like that. They're in that lane right now, and that's okay. You know, later on when I get myself together and I build up, whatever, we meet on the same frequency and, you know, like, it's all good and I'm ready for it and I'm open, cool. I can bring somebody in, we can create a family, have babies, whatever, and travel, whatever, the whole nine. But right now, it's all about me. So, yeah, some of you guys could be tapping into a new love situation. We do also have here that came out, the last card is confidence is the key to your success. I literally just talked about this. This is more fire energy. It's a Leo new moon kind of an energy. So the new moon is going to be in Leo and I fucking pull it. I'm telling you, Spirit, I'm such a vessel for channeling even when I'm using tools and when I'm not. New moon is going, the Leo, Mars is going to be in Leo and we have a new moon coming up. That's going to be 6 planets in Taurus, and then this weekend with the, we're going to have a little bit more action in us. Since Mars is in Cancer, a water sign, it's kind of been like, do I want to do this? Do I not want to do that? You know what I mean? It kind of took away our energy a little bit. It kind of took away us from carrying out our daily living activities and doing things that we want to do. When Mars will be in a fire sign, Leo, now we're going to gain, you're going to get all this vitality and energy back now. You're not going to be all lethargic and shit. You're going to be like, yeah, let's go. Like I said, Leo likes to keep it lit, likes to be lit, a whole situation, like take action. So you have to have confidence whenever you're taking the action, right? To carry out your endeavors and your desires and whatever you're trying to build right now in this lifetime. So it only really makes sense. So if you're a person that's not so confident, you're not going to want to still do anything. You'll still be chilling in the whole, you'll look like Mars in Cancer still. You know what I'm saying? If you're not confident, you're like, well, I don't know if I should should I do this? Like, you're gonna be looking outside of yourself for answers when you should be looking inside of yourself for all answers, and find the confidence within yourself, and not to look for validation outside of yourself to move forward. Right? You have to build the strength within you. No matter what situation you go to, that's why alchemizing energy is so important. You can move certain things around, like within your blueprint, and whatever aspects are playing out and whatever signs are in the planets, like how I described to you guys, how you can play out situations and really react and respond to them. Then you'll know how to move with the current. Okay? And you won't be lost in the sauce, and you won't have to deal with any fuckery in the dancery. Period. Alright? So anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in with me live. You guys were fun. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. Yeah. You guys have been fun. I appreciate you guys. Please give this video a thumbs up if this resonated. It helps the video circulate and percolate. Share it out to your Twitter or wherever you need to. Copy and paste the link. Boom, bam, pow. If you need me, I will be at bigsnapdark.com, busting out readings for you guys on the personal side. And have any questions, you can always DM me on my website, or Twitter or Instagram would be a better place. TikTok is not a great place if you're trying to DM me on there. If you have sent me a message on TikTok, sorry, it's so flooded over there. I just can't. Maybe one day. So, anyways, guys, click subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell. That way you're notified every time I go live. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.